Hi everyone, I thought I would pop in today and show you how I test my reeds. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've worked on reeds, and today I thought I would test maybe 5 reeds out of a box of, right now I'm working from the Vandoren V12 clarinet reeds, and I use the strength 3.5. I also play on a PYNE bell CANTO mouthpiece if you're curious. It tends to be a more resistant mouthpiece, so I need a little bit softer reed for those. So if you're interested in how I test my reeds and what my system is, stay tuned. Okay, so right now I'm going to take my box of reeds and start unpackaging it. So, as you know, these reed boxes have a lot of packaging to them. I'm only going to test half of this box. So I have my little Rachel Ray garbage bowl right here, and I'm just going to take out 5 reeds from this box, and I'll test the others later. So I'm just going to start unpackaging them and then dropping them in this little shot glass of water here. And I don't like to soak these too long. I don't like my reeds to get waterlogged, but when you're trying to test reeds quickly, this is probably the fastest way to do it. So I'll keep unpackaging these and I'll come right back. So now my reeds have soaked for about a minute or so, and I'm going to test each one. When I test a reed, I usually play on an open G, and I test articulation. I play all the way down, maybe in a chromatic scale. Then I test the clarion register, and then the last test I do is I want to test the altissimo register to see how high it will play. So this is just what I do. Everyone has their own method, but if this works for you, great. So let's get to testing. So pretty good. I can't get that high B out and the high C, but everything else responds pretty well. So that one, the high C pops off really well. To me, it feels a little bit harder than the first reed I played, but also I can get more of the high notes out. So I would probably rank this reed maybe number 1 or number 2 right now. So let's keep testing. This one's pretty good. Feels a little bit harder. I'd probably rank it number 3 for right now. So this reed is super soft. I can't get the altissimo notes out easily, and it's really soft, but I'll probably keep it around as a warm-up reed. So I won't actually play it in performances or concerts, but I'm going to keep this reed around. So this one's a little stiff, but I think I can get it to break in over time. I think it has a smooth sound, and it's a little bit harder to play, but I'm gonna keep it around for a few weeks, try breaking it in and see how it does. So now I have my reeds sort of ranked down to 3 that I like and would probably use often, and then I have number 4 reed, which was really soft, and the number 5 reed, which was pretty hard and unresponsive, but I think I'm going to keep it around to see how it breaks in. So I thought I would go back around and play the first, second, and third reed and just sort of rank those 3 reeds to what I would call number 1, number 2, and number 3. So here's the first reed I tried. So when you're testing reeds, I would keep them sort of in an order where you can remember. This is the number 1 reed. So it plays pretty evenly across all the registers. So that's a pretty good reed. it feels good. Doesn't feel too hard or too soft. Here's number 2. That one feels pretty good too. It feels a little bit softer to me than the number 1 reed, so I'll show you how I indicate that when I mark my reeds at the end. Here's number 3. This one feels pretty good. I think it sounds pretty even across all the registers. It feels a little bit harder to me, so it might need a little bit more breaking in. And I'll show you how I label these so I can remember what reed is what. So here's my little reed operation right here. If you remember, this was the number 4 reed. I thought this reed was really soft. So back here on the base of the vamp right here, I'm gonna put a little S there for soft. And then I'm going to put the date. So today is 6/30. Here we are with the number 5 reed. I thought this reed was too hard. So right here I'm going to label it with an H. And then put the date. And then on the heel of the reed I'll also put an H. And of course reeds change over time, so whatever I label it now, it might not be that way tomorrow, but at least you have an idea of what you're working with. All right, and over here I have the first reed, second reed, third reed. And so with the first reed, I liked it. I think I like this one the best, so I'm just gonna put the date there. And then on the heel of the reed, I'm gonna put a 1, like that. And then this reed I thought was the number 2 reed. I thought it was a little bit softer, but that's fine. I would put an S here, but I didn't think it was that soft. So I'm just going to label this number 2. And then this reed I thought was a little bit hard. This was the number 3 reed. So I'm just going to put the date here. And then I'm going to label this number 3. Right now I'm gonna clean out my reed case because I haven't cleaned it out in a while. Just probably gonna throw these away. You can also recycle these reeds. So I'm just gonna get rid of everything, start new. So on one side of the case, I like to put what I consider my best reeds on. So I'm just gonna stick those in. And that's why I have these little tabs in here, just so I know which side I'm working from. And put number 2 in there. And then on the other side of this reed case, I'm gonna stick those other 2 reeds that I didn't like as well, but I thought they would be useful. One I can sort of break in, and then the other one I'll just use as a warm-up reed. So I hope this video is useful. As you may or may not know, reeds can be kind of expensive, so if you can find a system that works for you for testing reeds so that you can keep your reeds around longer and you won't have to spend as much on a box, that's great. A lot of times with cane reeds, you'll get maybe 3 or 4 reeds that work out of a box. But I believe that you can use probably every reed in your box if you know how to balance them and work on them and just know how to rank them. So I'll probably do another reed video about balancing maybe in the future. How to balance your reeds. That might be useful, but for now I hope this video helped.